subscriptions generally, not just, things that you watch on telly, but there's all sorts of stuff. Your mobile phone often comes with subscription stuff on it, doesn't it? Your broadband packages, phone contracts, food boxes, all sorts of things you sign up to. Often you'll get like a free couple of months. You subscribe to it, and then you don't cancel, which is what I think they sort of rely on, isn't it? So do you use them? Because subscriptions are in the news today because the government, Andy Burnham, wants to make them easier to cancel, and companies will have to be compelled to make it clear when contracts auto-renew, particularly at higher prices. New Prime Minister Andy Burnham's just announced this. The Prime Minister also planning to outlaw shops from falsely claiming products previously retailed at much higher prices to advertise supposed deals, which he says tricks shoppers into thinking they're getting better value on purchases. So is this something that you have sort of fallen into? So it's a subscription trap, I suppose you could call it, couldn't you? From Westminster, more on this from our political correspondent, Jack Fennick.
The thing specifically he's talking about today revolves around a ban on retailers making misleading claims about discounts. Now, this is when shops artificially inflate prices so that they can then cut them. Andy Burnham says that he wants to end that. Downing Street says that it is a practice intended to trick customers to make it feel like they're getting better value than they are. Now, we don't exactly know how he will do this, but the government say they will launch a consultation to figure out exactly how they will ban this. Andy Burnham's also bringing forward an idea that had already been announced by Sir Keir Starmer, which is around making it easier to cancel subscriptions before they auto-renew. Now, that was set to come in the spring. Now it's going to come in January. And the Prime Minister is describing these as everyday fixes, but there has been some controversy around it. The Conservatives say that it's a reheated plan and have accused him of already running out of ideas. And it may well be that the Prime Minister is forced to talk about other issues too, in particular the early release of prisoners. Now, this weekend, the Ministry of Justice said it couldn't go further without risking prisons reaching capacity and collapsing. They said if that happened, police could not make arrests and there would be unchecked criminality on our streets. But I think it's likely we're going to hear a lot more about this issue in the coming days and weeks.
Now, it's thought that there are 155 million active subscriptions held by consumers across the UK. Almost 10 million of them believed to be unwanted, which is a huge amount. Think of all the money that's costing. I mean, I did a quick tot-up in my head, and I reckon of stuff that I don't really use every month, I reckon it's probably about 30 quid's worth of stuff. Or, I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't not use it, but I don't use it regularly. I could easily live without it, and I should probably just cancel it, but you don't, do you? Inertia, you just sit there and go, oh, well, whatever. But across a year, what's that? That's nearly 400 quid, isn't it? £300, 30 quid a month. It's a huge amount of money, really, to just be chucking down the drain. So maybe there is something very sensible in this. Let's speak to Scott Dixon, the consumer champion, the complaints resolver. Hello, Scott. Good morning.
Good morning, Elliot.
This seems like an enormous amount of subscriptions we're not using. 10 million, that's mad.
It is, and this is a big problem, Elliot, and many subscriptions now, I mean, as you said earlier, they cover everything from gin and food boxes to TV streaming. And Citizens Advice research in March 2024, they said that 40% are auto-renewed without warning, and 39% forgot to cancel after a free trial, and 25% were caught out by a one-off purchase that turned into a subscription. And this isn't accidental. I mean, the systems are designed to rely on people forgetting to just cancel them.
Yeah, I mean, the auto-renew is the one, isn't it? The free month. Because, I mean, I've done it myself loads of times. I think, in fact, that's how I got onto Netflix. There was something I wanted to watch. Thought, I'll have that for a free month. And then just thought, well, I'll forget. And then I'll keep it for a month, keep it for another month. And here we are about 5 or 6 years later.
Yeah, and I mean, the law is already in place to cover all this, Elliot, and it's called the Digital Markets Competition and Consumers Act 2024. And that's the new consumer law that deals with subscription traps and is designed to crack down on hidden fees, fake reviews, and make it easier for customers to cancel subscriptions. And the Consumer Rights Act 2015, I mean, this law's been in place for nearly a decade, well over a decade. And that already tells companies that they must provide clear upfront information And your statutory rights are already enforceable under the Consumer Rights Act 2015. They come very key terms in the small print.
Sorry to interrupt. So what's Andy Burnham actually announcing then? If this is already law, what new is going to be done this time round that's going to make a difference?
Well, I think what he's intending to do is rely on the Digital Markets Competition and Consumers Act 2024, which is the law that's already in place. And he's going to, I think he's going to rely on that to enforce what should already be implemented already and force firms to comply with consumer laws.
But I suppose if you're told, I mean, look, I get it, and I understand why they give you a free month or whatever it is, a free thing or whatever to hook you in. But if they're upfront about it and go, you're going to get a free month, and then we're going to charge you your credit card £30 a month or whatever it is, £10 a month, then we're being told, aren't you? They're not breaking the law. They're being upfront. I mean, it's just us being lazy and not reading the small print and not taking it into our own hands and cancelling it.
Yeah, there is an element of that. I mean, if they are being upfront and clear about it, all well and good. But I think the problem is that many firms are not being clear and upfront about it, which is why Andy Burnham's announced that the plans that were going to be introduced in April next year are being brought forward in January to tighten up what should already be done as things are.
So if someone spotted this, they spotted something that they are getting charged for and they didn't realise and they think it might be a bit iffy, what should they do then, Scott? Should they just cancel the direct debit? Do they need to get in contact with the company? What should they do?
First thing you need to do is contact the company and cancel the direct debit. Do it in writing so you've got proof. And challenge unfair or misleading terms. So if the key terms weren't clear or they were hidden, you can challenge it as an unfair term under the Consumer Rights Act 2015. And when you take out a subscription, you're meant to have a 14-day cooling off period under the Consumer Contracts Regulations 2013. So the golden rule, I would say, the takeaway from all this is to set reminders for free trials the moment you sign up to cancel a few days before they expire. And one thing that many people don't realise is subscriptions to apps can even be charged via mobile phone bills. Yeah, that's something that many people overlook as well.
Yes, I've had a couple of those myself as well, Scott. Plenty of them. This is the problem, isn't it? Scott, lovely to speak to you. Thank you very much, Scott Dixon, the consumer champion, the complaints resolver. So, look, there's 10 million unwanted subscriptions. They reckon. Have you got one of them? And is this going to make any difference at all? Have you fallen foul of the subscriptions trap? Let me know.